Okay, we're here with the one and only funny man himself, coming from Detroit, Michigan, one of the winners of the Kevin Hart's Heart of the City Season 2. I'm sorry, Mr. Alton Boogie. What's up, Boogie?
What's up?
How you been?
Amazing.
Having a good day?
Yep.
You are originally from Detroit?
Originally from Detroit, born and raised on the east side.
Where at on the east side?
Between Dickerson and Park Drive, 12782 Wilshire.
Okay. Now, from one of your jokes and me seeing one of your shows, what high school did you go to?
I went to Northwestern High School over there off the boulevard, man. I went to high school way across town because we moved. My mother met my stepdad, and he lived on the west side, and so I had to say goodbye to the east side, and I went over there.
Okay. All right, now, everybody asks this question. How long have you been doing, wanting to do comedy?
I've been wanting to do comedy my entire life. Like, honestly, when I saw something funny, the first thing I saw funny, whether it was somebody tripping and falling or a pie in the face, or I don't remember exactly what it was, some cartoon or something, I was like, wow, like that's a good feeling. I fell in love with that feeling, that emotion of laughter. And I've been in love with it since I was a kid, but I started doing it professionally in 2003, January 2nd, 2003. It was the first day I stepped up on stage at Coco's House of Comedy. It used to be here in Detroit on Jefferson. And I did it for stand up, 7 minutes, go. And I was like, fuck, I didn't know what to say. I never did that in my life. I just knew what funny was. I'm like, I don't know how to say that shit.
Right.
How am I gonna say something you know what I mean? You gotta know the people I'm talking about. You don't know my uncle, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I can't just be funny you know how Uncle Ray be. No,
what age did you know you wanted to do comedy? How old when you was like, you know what, this is it, this is what I'm gonna do?
I promise you, I was at single digits. It was probably 8 or 9.
8 or 9?
Yeah,
you knew that soon?
I knew that soon. Very soon, I promise you. I've always been the funniest person out of everybody I know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Even if somebody else is funny too, I've always been the funniest. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. No, it ain't trying to take nothing away from nobody. Everybody got a sense of humor.
Right.
But they nigga, he got it on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? When I was in trouble on my block, they used to get mad at me, man, you can't come outside, man, niggas laughing. You need to get your grades together, nigga. What you doing? Why you fucking up in English?
You was that kid in school.
I was that kid in school.
I promise you was the class clown.
I got voted class clown. I wish I had my yearbook here right now. Class clown like a motherfucker. Voted.
Man.
If you wasn't class clown, you probably shouldn't be a comedian. If you wasn't voted class clown, if this ain't followed you like a calling, like a reverend,
right?
You know what I mean, to the Bible. If this ain't been your calling, you just out here just trying to make people laugh. Right. That's a difference.
So how did your family feel about your career decision?
It was down the middle. It was torn.
Oh, okay.
Half is follow your dreams, baby. And the other half, rent is due, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was literally half and half. You got the dream followers that's you know what? I wish I did that more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or the people that's I did it, you could do it too, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be a struggle, but then you had them 9-to-5ers in the family. It's nigga, dreams don't have no benefits. So that's what made me keep a hustle. I never really worked because I'm if I work, I can't go follow my dream. But if I follow my dream, then I'm going to be broke.
Right.
So I always hustle. I cut hair. I used to DJ. Those hours of a hustler, you work when you work.
So you didn't work a 9 to 5?
No, I had a couple jobs in my life. I worked at Farmer Jack's for a weekend because my mother was a manager. She got me in there real quick. And I was just yeah, this shit sucks. And then they had me out there getting buggies all day, just getting motherfucking carts. I was this is some bullshit. So did that, and then I worked at J.B. Robinson Jeweler.
Oh, okay.
I did that, and then I worked at a couple golf courses, which ended up changing my life.
What changed your life by working at the golf course?
The connections I met. The connections I made, the people I met, it was amazing. I ran into people. I can honestly say people are my friends now that are millionaires that I never would have met had I not taken up golf.
In what way has comedy affected your life?
It's made me a happier person. It's made me a humble person. I'm able to see things through different, it's not just from my perspective. It's once you're telling jokes and once you're talking about life, you're talking about everybody. You're putting us all in a big pot together, no matter race, religion, you know what I mean, station, class, if you're rich or poor.
Right.
We all together now. We all laughing. You don't know what people do in a comedy club that's sitting right next to you. This person could own it. This person could just got here on their last dollar. You know what I mean?
True.
You never know.
Do you think you've lost more than you gained in your comedy career?
I'm probably say I gained more because I lost more.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I lost a lot. I lost a lot of people. I lost a lot of belief. I lost a lot of naivety or naivety. I don't even know how you say that. I'm not a sucker no more. You know what I mean? Like I gained a lot, but because I had to lose it. Like I had to live on the couch for a minute. I had to live out of a backpack, and I had to catch the subway, and I had to wasn't no Uber, and you know what I mean. I had a skateboard. I was skateboarding in LA. So it's like I had to lose some stuff to gain it, but you know what I mean. Everything that I lost has made me like 10 times stronger. I was a real naive person. I promise you. You tell me, look over there. I'm like, what? And it hit me in the back of my head. Like I wasn't like, wait a second. Like you know, I had to learn that. Like don't trust these motherfuckers. Like I had to learn that.
Who was some of your greatest influences in your career?
As far as like the on stage and on the screen, I'm gonna say like Three Stooges was a big influence, and like Bugs Bunny and Merry Melodies, like everybody that drew that shit up. Like I understood a punchline in comedy. I understood what the timing was.
That's crazy.
And as far as like behind the scenes, my mom was always been my number one like actual physical. She always tell me, she remind me every day, like I'm your biggest fan. Like I'm your number one fan. I'm like, I know. You gonna get the money, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let it go. You had me. Shit. Like, you won. You had me. I owe you something.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
she always remind me, like, number one fan. I've been believing you. And she was, because I used to get in trouble, like, in school, man. I used to get letters home. This boy won't sit still. Something wrong with him. He needs some type of drugs. Teachers was like, put him on Ritalin. When that shit first came out, they was like, we heard this drug for like ADHD or whatever. I had it. I didn't know I had it. It's called Ritalin, and it came. Man, that should have had me all doped up. I wouldn't have had one of my teachers, Mrs. Ford, up at Goodale Elementary School. She was like, don't put that baby on them drugs.
Right.
He just different. Like he's exceptional. I hate that he's disruptive as fuck, but when it is, it's funny. Teachers was laughing. Like it wasn't like it was just student jokes. Like that's the thing about me. Like I hung around adults. I never hung around people my age. Like so I was always hearing things, and I knew certain jokes, and I was listening to Richard Pryor at a young age on the album, and Red Fox, and I was listening to these things on the speaker, and I'm like, that's how you use that word? Like, you know how to cuss people out real good, like early. Like, I was cussing like a star. Back in the day, they was on the like playground like, this nigga cuss like an adult. That's because I am an adult, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was
Right.
like,
What is the hardest part about being a comedian, especially in this time, like in this day and age?
Hardest part is the pay. Hardest part is the pay. Because, I mean, you spend so much time doing something, you gotta go places that take gas, you're probably gonna want something to drink, something to eat. Like you're just going back and forth, taking a chance of getting in an accident, and then you gotta go all these places to just hopefully start a buzz and to get a buzz. Like, or you could sit at home and try to do the Netflix, or I mean not Netflix, try to do the Snapchat, or try to do the Instagram type of thing where you could just blow up at the crib. I've seen that happen too. But it's like, it's just gotta happen. It's gotta be yours. Like the hard part about it is people don't want to come out anymore to actual comedy clubs because the internet, like social media, you can just go, you can watch whoever you want to right now in your phone, in your pocket. The thing we recording on right now is universes away ahead at the crib like that. I just saw Eddie Murphy, Tracy Morgan, and some nigga up the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, right away, you gotta have another job. You gotta have 2 or 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Hustles or whatever, because you gotta fund the dream. You know what I mean? Like, you don't pay for itself right away. And I'll say that's the hardest part. Like, not knowing if, like, man, should I keep doing this? I'm about to fucking be a police cadet or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm about to be a post man. Like, I'm about, you know what I'm saying? Just for that, for sure, you want them benefits, especially if you start having kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not about you no more. You know, you like, man, they gonna need some dental and some health and some, you know, some health care where if something happened to them, you ain't gotta go to the urgent care or, you know, so it's like, it got real, but then, you know, there's ways around. Like now we have to pay for health care throughout some, there's ways to do it, you know. You can either use it as an excuse or you can use it as motivation.
Exactly.
Like, damn, I gotta go do this. Like, no, you know, you can just buy insurance.
What's your best and your worst experience in your field?
Best experience was just like when you get paid a lot of money and you kill a show. You just like murder a show. You out there, you can't lose. You like out of body experience, like floating above yourself, looking at everybody, backstage, front stage, out in the hallway, like everything. People walking up to you, signing autographs. Like you had them nights where you just feel like I'm on.
Right.
Like I am on. Like fuck what anybody say, nigga. I am on.
Right.
Like, I have made it. And then you wake up the next day and you're a regular nigga.
So that's your worst experience?
No,
After you come down from the high?
Yeah, I guess it's the flip side of that coin. Like, you gotta, I wouldn't necessarily say, because people like, you gotta bomb. Bombing to me ain't bomb. Like, I'll never stand out. I mean, I don't know if the gods of the comedy gods are real, but I don't think I ever stand out on a stage and no one will laugh. Like, I just think that's just, I'm past that. Like, worst case scenario, I'll pull my dick out. Like, somebody gonna laugh at something. I'm not about to leave this bitch with low self-esteem. Like, I'm about to do something, bitch. I'm about to get on the stage, do the worm or something. Like, I don't know, something like take a drink, throw that bitch against the wall. Like, I'm gonna get a reaction out of somebody.
Right.
I'm just not about to stand there and be like, all right then, I guess that's my time. Like, hell no. Like, bitch, fuck you. What the fuck is wrong with you? Bitch, why you ain't laughing?
Right.
You stupid motherfucker. Like, I'm about to go on personal lows. It's not the lows that people talk about, like, the bottom of the barrel. Like, oh my God, I said jokes and it was crickets and nobody was laughing and stuff. I'm like, fuck all that. I would turn that around on everybody in there. Like, oh, y'all ain't gonna laugh? All right. I bet you when you go outside your catalytic converter missing, you be like, I should have laughed at that nigga because he had to make his money. Like, yeah, bitch, everybody muffler loud. Fucking with the east side nigga, I'd have cut your shit, bitch. Got that sawzall. Rah, nigga, we out of here. At the scrapyard in the morning, bitch, getting bread. Fuck you. Laugh, you better laugh, bitch.
Point in your career, did you ever want to give up?
Yeah. And more recently than not, like early on, you have the fire, man. When you younger, like you have the fire. You just like, but I'ma do it. Like, you know what I mean? Explain to other people. They be like, but you don't have no plan. They be coming with the facts on your ass, like a list of like, well, where you gonna live? You like, but I'ma be all right. I'ma eat. You like, you know what I mean? You don't have no real concrete answers, but you know you do, and you do. Here I am alive still. Like I ain't died and come back. Like. I lived, I persevered, I knew people, I used my resources. I'm gonna go stay at such and such house, or I'm gonna buy some chicken and cook it and eat it instead of going out so much, or I done had water and ramen noodle months. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's literally literally water, ramen noodles. Like, and if I wanted to spice it up, I get some like bologna sandwiches. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to change up the tang. Like, nigga, I want to go from a sodium tang to a mustard tang. And I was fucking... change my tag up on some poor shit. You get a whole pack of bologna for 99 cents and a loaf of bread for 99 cents. I'm in this bitch making single layer sandwich. One of one. One, nigga.
Oh my goodness.
One bread, one bologna, one more bread, nigga. Like, eat that. It was amazing. No cheese. What you need some cheese for? What are you, rich? Yeah.
Rich?
Cheese? Who's this nigga?
Right.
Why are you eating these sandwiches at all? The cheese costs more than all this shit put together.
What motivates you? What is it that makes you get up and say, you know what, I'm going to keep doing this until I reach where it is that I'm trying to reach?
My love for it. Like, I'll never not fall in love. This is my first love. Before I loved any woman, I love to laugh. And I love to make people laugh. And that, it's a drug that you can't find. It's the love I have for it. The love, the respect I have for it. I respect everyone ever that's ever done it.
Right.
I'm talking about the Lucille Balls. I mean, everybody, nigga. Groucho Marx, like that. Everybody. Amos and Andy. Everybody that's ever done it. I respect the hell out of them. Like, because it's one thing, you know, to be on stage. There's another thing to be in the crowd. And most of the people are in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So to be the small percentage of people that's like, I'm gonna be what everybody's looking at. And I'm gonna leave myself up for scrutiny, and you know, you can go ahead and judge me, and you can go ahead. I didn't like that. Everything he did was horrible. But at least he got up there and did it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to just be like, nah, I didn't like that. But like, well, can you do it better, or are you even willing to try? So, you know, I think that's real admirable for everybody that's ever, not even just in comedy, in any fashion entertainment, or any, you know. It's like, to get on stage is amazing. You know what it's like to be in the limelight. Like, you're funny. People tell you all the time, oh my God, say that again. Come here, y'all, listen to her. And now it's like 25 people around like, go. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It ain't like you got some script. It ain't like you, oh man, I'm going to say what I said yesterday. What I say yesterday, y'all? Like, no, you about to just be today. You about to be you today.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. Like, some people actually try. They got little books and they got composition books and they be on their phone like, wait, okay, so... Oh yeah, so the lady said, you like, what? Like, you and this bitch like studying jokes? Like, what you doing? So
did
that's
you
the
ever
fuel.
get
The
that?
love of it is
You got that growing up, that basically it was like, Okay, you said you just knew you were funny.
And everybody around me.
Yeah. 'cause
Every
see-
single listen, when I tell you every, I know you can't say every nothing, like every this, every that. Listen, I can honestly say with full God is my witness conviction, every single person that has been in my company said that I was funny.
You are, because you got me laughing during the interview.
Right.
Like,
I'm telling you, like everybody, from people that liked me, people that didn't like me, people that didn't even like me at all, they at least respect me enough to be like, yeah, that whole ass nigga funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta give me that. You gotta give me that. Like, I've studied this too much. I'm like a scientist with this. Like, there's a formula for it, and I got it, and I love it, and I change it up all the time, because once you understand something, Mark Curry was like told me this. He was like, once you make something, a joke sweet, go on to something else. Don't even fuck with that one. You got that one. You know it's gonna come up again another time. Somebody gonna do something. You're like, that's just like the such and such. And you got that joke, bam, ready. He's always be working on something new. Always be sweet. Always continue to be sweet. And I watched him do hours and hours of just non-stop funny. You'll never hear it again.
that's the feeling when you come down off the stage and they be like, man,
oh my God,
you killed it.
That's most of the payment, honestly. It's not money. People think you get paid a lot of money. You don't get a lot of money. You get $100 a room here and there, $150, unless you're doing like a college tour. Then you maybe get like $1,600, $1,500. Like they come with a
So, what is your ultimate career goal in your field? What is
my
what's your
ultimate
goal?
career goal? It's not even like respect of everybody, because I'm telling you, everybody, all the comedians I perform with, I've been at Punchline over a year and a half now. All the comedians, man, I'm talking about the Michael Coyers, he was like, man, you're magnificent. Like Don D.C. Curry, like, man, Red Grant, like, you got the gift, man. You've been ordained. Like, all these people, Kevin Hart, man, he like, man, you got it, man. You had me from beginning to end, like, blah, blah. I'm like, all these people who are the people that I grew up watching, or the people that other people respect, telling me this, like, that can't be right. That's my confirmation. I don't care what anyone else thinks. Like, in your field, if you play basketball and you play in front of Michael Jordan and Michael Jordan say, then you can hoop. That's the ultimate. Fuck everybody else. Like, this is the one that everybody compare, or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James say, dog, you got game. That's like that's the person at the highest point in your field. So when these people come to me and tell me, like, you got it, or trust yourself, man, just trust it, man. You gotta just, hey, whatever it is, you got it. People try to search for it, they try to find it. You have it, brother. You have it, and congratulations and welcome to the club. And it's like, damn, that feels good. It's a blessing. I will say, I'm not about to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm the best shit since sliced bread and running water. Like, absolutely not. God has blessed me and given me everything that I have. He's using me, and I just wanna get the full usage out of me before the inevitable, before I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be used up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for real, I want to go and keep my head and not have to do, degree.
If you had to leave an encouraging word to someone who wants to pursue your career, what would you say to them? What is the key thing, like, that you just know that would help them push through, no matter, like you said, no matter what the outcome looks like? You know what I'm saying? Especially in the beginning, because that's where everybody gets their doubts, because it don't turn out how they think it's supposed to. What would you tell them? What encouraging words would you give them?
I mean, it may sound cliche, or it may be, used a lot, but I promise you, it is the truth. I would say, trust yourself. You gotta, if you don't believe in you, nobody will. If you can't sell your own self a ticket, nobody else will buy one. You have to believe in yourself. I'm talking about, you're gonna lose girlfriends, you're gonna lose friends, you're gonna lose neighbors, you're gonna lose jobs, you're gonna lose your mind, you're gonna lose a lot of stuff, money, time, you're gonna lose a lot of stuff. But if you believe in it, if you truly believe, just like anybody in anything, in anything in life, if you really believe, it's always gonna be people that's like, nah. The key is to never ever let them take over. Never let nobody else dream your dream. Never let nobody else control your fate. Like, you control your fate. If you want to go to the top of a building and jump off, ain't nothing stopping you. You know that's some dumb shit, so you ain't gonna do it. So just like you know that's stupid, you know what's not stupid, and you know what is gonna make you feel like you. You know, everybody is what, 8 billion, 7 billion people in the world. Like, everybody's entitled to their feelings. But what makes you unique out of all these billions of people?
Right.
And whatever that is, be that. And if everybody catch on, they catch on. Don't do it for that. Don't do it for the likes. Don't do it for the applause, because every now and then there's 5 people there. And it's not going to be no applause. But know that those 5 people, if it was 5,000, it would be an applause. Because you did the same show. You had the same enthusiasm. You wasn't up there like, man, this ain't nobody here. You just called them 5 people nobody. How dare you?
Right.
You know? So I would say just believe in yourself when nobody else does. Trust in God. God will guide you. Listen to the voice, whatever it is. People call it the universe, the ancestors. They call it the conscience, the God, angels. Whatever it is, listen to it. It's never steered me wrong. Only time I mess up is when I go against that voice. I learned to trust that voice. The voice is always the voice of reason. It's always the voice of, it's never chance involved. That's the like guaranteed if you listen to it. And the more you listen to it, the easier life will be. So trust.
I greatly appreciate you coming,
Absolutely.
Mr. Boogie.
Cute dogs.
Yeah. Greatly
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
you coming.
Thank you so much for having me. Seriously.
Of course, because you know when you blew up, you know what I'm saying? I want to be like, you know, I had interviewed him that one time. You know, you might not remember me.
You came
but
over.
Like, I know him, y'all.
Like, yeah, I stopped though.